Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rebels will put total leather and we'll get started. Bringing it out. He's got great speed. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Discards a man. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Fights off a defender. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
we're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's dealt. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain.
Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. And this one will be marked dead just outside the 40-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? The give to the tailback. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fires and picked off. Touchdown, Georgia! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The end of the first quarter. Georgia, 21. Ole Miss, 0.
Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Shows him the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner or Champ Bailey or Keely Ringo and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up. Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy. All right, if something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
This offense prides itself on going after you. And Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Rebels are flying down the field. They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was...
With the carry.
Run, a pickup of 6. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pocket starts to collapse. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
He'll do it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
He breaks a tackle, and he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Wide out in motion. Here we go with the run on 4th down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. 2nd down coming up. They'll try it over the left side. Plows through the defense. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Fires left. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 7. Georgia.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air.